Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. This is big.
Yes. Cool.
More music.
Ghana Talks Radio. Ghana Talks Radio. This is big. This is big. This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation.
Ecstatic made it.
Yeah, nobody feeling that way I'm feeling tonight. Yeah, and I have the hope that things will be alright. Yeah, so we're feeling irate as we hustle all day long. We are hoping say that one day things go better.
Yeah, so good afternoon, welcome
Here we go.
to another edition of the Cubicle right here on Ghana Talks Radio. My name is Laura, and I'm just super excited about today. Ghana's playing, or Portugal is playing. Ghana's playing against Portugal in their first game at the Qatar 2022 World Cup. In just an hour or so. The match starts at 4 p.m., so you get a few hours to go.
Brother, know
But the excitement is already booming. It's already, you can feel the excitement already in town.
when that things go.
And everybody thinks Ghana will beat Portugal. We had to put the analyst on the we are trying to put these questions to the analysts for them to tell us what do they think with their own understanding, what can they predict about the game, what will be the final scores, and will Ghana win the first match in this particular World Cup? Mind you, Ghana lost against Portugal in the 2014 World Cup. It's a very, very tough team at that time. What are our chances right now? This is more discussing on the Cubicle, the sports review segment. We're streaming from Anya Live in the Greater Accra region. We are live on our website www.ghanatalksradio.com and on Facebook and on YouTube at ghanatalksradio.com. My name is Lanza Lawrence.
With the paper, I want to build house for my mom.
I want to go straight and introduce my panel. Today's all about the Portugal and Ghana preview. The Portugal and Ghana match preview. Yeah, it's all about that match. So we're not doing any long talks. I welcome, gentlemen. I have me, Lim Joe, and then Sheriff Matrix, my regular sports pundits here on the sports review segment of the Cubicle. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you. How you doing?
Charlie, I'm good. Everything cool.
Charlie, I'm cool. How is the vibe? How are you feeling?
Charlie,
Ghana is playing.
this morning, they can't work. Everybody's saying Ghana will beat Portugal. Everybody's excited about the prospect. I don't know whether Sheriff shares that. Sheriff.
No. I don't know why you sound so excited.
I mean,
it's as if we've already won the game.
Oh no, you know Ghana. Ask me the company will win. For me, I know say Ghana will win, but I want us to look at the possibilities. What is possible? What is possible? So far, the lineup is not out yet. But let me start with Lim. Lim, the build-up from the beginning of the tournament to now. How has it been? What have you noticed about this World Cup in particular?
Well, the tournament has sent us with some surprises. That is Saudi Arabia even winning a game against Argentina, one of the tournament's favorites. That was a huge surprise.
Yes.
Then I think Japan also gave us another surprise by coming from one goal down to beat Germany 2-1. So that was another surprise.
Yes.
It's just I think it's a testament to the fact that now nobody is really coming to the World Cup to joke around or to play around because everybody is putting in some sort of like high-level performance to make a statement at this World Cup. Qatar and Iran haven't started well. They have been they're very underwhelming people. But I also believe that in the remaining two games that they have, they will have something to show for it, and then they will not just come up and add up to the numbers. Because we know, like in previous World Cups, we know that certain teams are just come and they're just making up the number. But this time around, I think everybody is up for it and they want to actually prove something.
Okay, that's cool. Sheriff, do you have the same? Do you have the same observation so far? To you, the quality of play itself on the pitch. Have you seen any improvement? What can you say so far about the tournament in Qatar?
Well, the World Cup is here as usual, and it's so beautiful when you watch the World Cup. It's a different vibe altogether. This is the most luxurious or the biggest competition in terms of soccer in world football. I mean, it's crazy. You see these beautiful scenes around the Arab lands. it's amazing. The world is united. I mean, everybody is united at this moment. Everybody, all eyes on Qatar. People really actually thought Qatar couldn't do it.
Yes,
they have, and they have done it beautifully. It's amazing, the things over there. It's crazy. It's up to. Have you watched some of the videos of Ghanaians? Dancing through the streets and all that. It's amazing. It's a whole vibe. Like it's amazing. This World Cup. It's almost like it's in Africa. You know, a lot of our brothers are in Qatar.
Yes.
Exactly. So they're already there. So it's almost like you see when you are there, it's work. So something like this is almost like a holiday, something that you will never see again. Right. So apart from, I think Lemaf already spoke extensively about the quality of play, and now you should know that you shouldn't underrate any team in this tournament. Don't underrate any team. If Saudi Arabia and Japan have been able to cause such upsets, I don't think Germany has much of a quality side, but not Japan. And then Saudi Arabia, it's crazy. So quality of football, it's top notch. I think teams are still taking up the vibe. Exactly, that's the word. Teams are still adjusting. And if you saw the Argentina game, you could tell they really underrated Portugal. Messi was playing however he wanted. That's not the discussion, but teams are now picking up. That Charlie, you have to kickstart very well before you realize, Charlie.
The World Cup, as I said, the World Cup is like every match is a final for you. You have to win to progress, or you are going to go out. So even if Argentina loses their next match or draws their next match, it means that they are in a very deep hole, and I don't know whether they can get out of it. But let's get to the Black Stars proper, because today Ghana Black Stars is playing against Portugal. This is the second time they are playing against each other in the World Cup. Alimjo, before the World Cup, before they started the World Cup, a lot of buzz, a lot of news, a lot of stories came from the camp, especially with team selection, with the coach. Everything was almost negative. So far, what has been the atmosphere? Can you observe the atmosphere around the squad itself before we get to the match?
So before the World Cup, with the player selection and all that, it just tells you how much people care about
the team,
the world of the team, and then everybody in their own right wants the team to succeed and to do well. So that is why there were so many scrutiny, so many questions and all that. Right now, the tournament is here, so we can't go back and still dwell on the fact that we think that certain players should have been there and certain other players are not supposed to be there. But right now, what we are actually anticipating is that the boys, that is the Black Stars, good show against Portugal. One of Portugal, usually we haven't really called them tournament favorites, but when you look at the players that they have, the quality that they possess, those are I think they have like the highest number of players like playing in like
the top 5,
the top 5 leagues. So that should tell you that the quality that they possess. And I think that they haven't really been mentioned as favorites because we have seen Portugal before. They don't really impress. They have all that quality. So I think that is the reason. But one thing I'll probably say is that for this game, going into this game, I think it's a whole 50-50 chance. It is.
Wow.
It is Ghana having a whole new face with only 2 players that have World Cup experience. And one of those 2 players played against 2 of those players played against Portugal in 2014. Yes. But then if we look at the Portugal team, I think there will be about 4 or 5 players that actually played against Ghana in the 2014. So that should tell you the sort of, should I say, continuity or the chemistry that they have as a team. So Ghana is going to see that, and I don't know how Ghana is going to, fare. But one thing I can also say in addition is that we hope that the setup that Coach Otoado and the technical team will put out will be the best.
I think,
because I believe that from the onset, if the selection of the players is not right, Ghana do not stand a chance.
Okay.
That is what I believe.
Well, yeah, interesting comments. In the initial comment, that was good to know. Sheriff, yes, the same question to you too. We've had this kind of negative atmosphere build up before the tournament started, but now it looks like every Ghanaian is on board and every Ghanaian is behind this team. From your own checks, what do you observe about the atmosphere right here in town and then also around the team far away in Qatar?
Well, I think I am thinking what every Ghanaian is thinking. We had our own issues about the selection and all that, but now, whether you like it or not, the team is set. They are in Qatar. They'll be playing their first match in not up to 2 hours' time. Right? So everything should be let go. They are there flying our red, gold, and green.
And black star.
Right? Yes, with the black star in there. They are there flying the colors. Whether you are happy with them or not, they are flying the colors. So you might as well just support them. You might as well just support them. And I think, you see, there is this fever around. Everybody thinks Ghana will win.
I don't know why, bro. Everybody says that.
I think we think we will win because it's Ghana. Because we love our black stars. But you and I know that in terms of quality, they are miles ahead of us. They are miles ahead of they have the quality more than us. But it will be a good game. It will be a really good game. I see. I think it will be a really good game. Portugal stand the chance of winning. Ghana stand the chance of winning, depending on a few things here and there. But I really think it will be a really good game. Yeah.
So I stay on you. You know this. I want us to look. We know that the official lineup is not out yet. But for you, what do you think? First of all, let me look at the tactics, because this game, even though the quality, there's a bit of gap between the quality of players. But this is a World Cup, and Saudi Arabia beat Argentina. Japan beat Germany yesterday. Upsets can happen. What is the best chance Ghana can give itself in terms of tactics and then the formation? I don't know.
So if you say formation, is it that you want me to mention the starting 11 that I feel, or my possible starting 11, or how we should set up?
So you tell us how we should set up, then give us your starting 11. Yeah.
All right. So you see, the truth is that this is the era of coaches.
Okay.
We have to be very, very. There is no single game you watch in these top leagues and you don't see the handwriting of the manager who is winning.
Yes.
All these top managers, you see their handwriting, right? So you need to have a quality coach. You see, Hervé Renard brought Morocco in 2018. If you get the opportunity to go to YouTube and check Morocco's highlights in 2018, they played almost everything they played. Like they outplayed them, but they were conceding some silly goals. They weren't taking their chances. Now Renard is back, and then he's doing things much different. He's been very composed, so that comes with experience.
Yeah.
So managers do play. And then it's not like only the head coach, the assistant, the video analyst. I mean, the entire team comes together to make a quality technical bench. You need a very quality technical bench to penetrate these kind of top-notch games. This is not any mere European country. This is Portugal
bro.
With arguably the best player on the earth. So you know that it doesn't get any bigger than this. It doesn't get any bigger than this. So I think Ghana should, or we can line up in a, let me see, 4-2-3-1 formation, or 3-4-1-3 formation, something like that.
You're saying 4-2-3-1 or 3-4-1?
Yes, it's either we line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation or a 3-4-1-3 formation.
You know what?
All right. Okay. Yeah. Tell me.
It has to be a 3-4-1-2. It can't be a 3-4-1-3.
Let me say something. What I say.
No, he's giving a formation, and the formation suggests that there will be 12 players on the pitch.
But
That's true. That's true.
You let me. So far, the information that I've been getting outside is that we're either going with a 3-5-2, or 5-3-2, or 3-4-3. I've not heard 4-2-3-1. Sheriff, why you mentioning 4-2-3-1, or even 3-4-3-1 here?
So okay, so I'm mentioning. Let me pick the 4-2-3-1 first. Right?
Yeah.
So Atizigi will definitely keep the post for us.
Okay.
Then you put Tarek at right back. Then you put Salisu Amate in centre back. Then you put Baba Rahman on the left back.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So we come right in front of them. You have Samed, and then Salis Samed, and then Thomas Partey.
Okay.
Then in front of Thomas Partey and Salis Samed, you have Kudus.
Okay.
And then Jordan Ayew will flank the right.
Okay.
And then either Andre Ayew or Kamal Dean will flank. I prefer, I don't know, I'm very, very confused as to who I should pick, but I think I will go for Andre.
Okay.
So Andre will pick the left wing, and then Inaki will be
forward,
the top man. Yes.
I think that looks solid, but the issues are that, first of all, why do you want to go for the 4-2-3? Because looking at Portugal, I don't know how Portugal will line now, but 4-2-3 means that you are keeping both Partey and Salis at the pivot. Now, you are lacking, you are losing the ability to attack more when you have the two at the back with the back four. Do you believe in Kudus actually as the 8 to be able to progress ball from the middle or from defense to the attack, especially when you have Andre at the left hand side?
Well, I would use Kudus right behind Inaki, as I mentioned. So it's pretty narrow. It's pretty narrow. So like Kudus, Samed, Partey will be in like a triangle form, but Kudus will be a little bit ahead. Then Jordan will not be so close to Inaki. Andre will not be so close to Inaki. So it will be like a diamond kind of formation.
Okay.
But then what is going to happen over here is that Kudus can progress the ball very well.
Okay.
He can hold on to the ball very well. So Kudus picks the ball. He dictates the forward play, either to Andre or Jordan or Inaki.
Okay.
Partey and Samed, I like him so much. I like such players, like the Jorginho kind of players, where you pick the ball, pass, pass, place yourself very well, take the ball, pass. Like keep things very simple and precise. That is what that boy does.
But doesn't Salis and Partey have the same profile? Because Partey seems to also have that kind of composure. Let's control the tempo, pick the ball, pick the pass, and then let's move forward. If you have both players at the same position, don't you think you are hurting the team in terms of going forward, or what do you say?
So this is the advantage for us.
Okay.
This is the advantage for us. Partey does almost the same thing, but he does it on a higher level than Samed.
Okay.
Right.
Let me even add that Partey can switch. He can adapt to even an attacking player. So Partey gives us a lot of
options.
He gives us a lot of options.
Okay.
A lot of options.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this case, we get a lot of control. We get a lot of control in the next one, and this is one thing you really want to be doing against the likes of Bruno Fernandes and William
Silva and co. Yeah.
You understand? Robin Neves. I mean, these are top guys. And you need to be like on your A game before you are able to contain these guys in your midfield. So you'd rather crowd your midfield and then make it solid and have as much control as you can. That is why I'm going for Partey and then Samed.
Okay.
They can give us a lot of control over there. Then when you come to the back line to Salisu Amate, I mean, Jiku, I don't know how fit he is currently, but he was off for a while and then he came back in.
Okay.
But Jiku, if it is a 4-back, Jiku will step out from it. If it's a 3-back, then obviously Jiku will come in. He has so much calmness. But in this case, I'll go for Amate and then Tariq and Baba. But Tariq and Baba today will suffer.
Why?
I think I'm going for them because they are our only options. I don't know whether Jiku. I know Amate is very versatile, So the manager can even decide to let Amate play the right back because they are real. Tariq is going to be playing against Rafael Leao. You know how fast he is.
Yes.
But one advantage of Tariq too is that he has a lot of speed. He has a lot of speed. I don't know about his defending very well, but he has a lot of speed. Leao too is that kind of pacey, powerful, aggressive player.
Wow,
Bernardo is also going to be attacking Baba Rahman. Bernardo Silva, Baba Rahman. I mean, it's like a lion versus a rat or something. Like, it's crazy. There's some, because this Bernardo is elite. Bernardo
incredible
is elite.
incredible player.
He's elite and an amazing player. And then Baba Rahman, but football doesn't work that way. Football is a team play. It's a collective play.
No. Do you know why I'm exclaiming? I'm not even cutting you, Sheriff, but the lineup is out and is something that I don't even know what to even make of that lineup. Ghana's going 5-4-1.
What?
5-4.
It's a three-back.
Three-back system.
It's a three-back with Jiku inside.
No. He has Ali Duseidu, Daniel Amate, Jiku, Mohamed Salisu, and Baba Rahman. Back five. Then he has Andre Ayew, Thomas Partey, Salis Mohamed, and Mohamed Kudus. The four in the middle. Then he has Iñaki Williams ahead. That's
solid.
Let me get to Lim. I just want to know what is your first impression of this lineup? Is for
My
me.
impression is that he's going to defend. He wants to get.
Why?
Yes.
Why do you want to? Why?
This is my impression. It is a good lineup. In terms of the formation, it's good because if you look at the opposition that you're facing, the opposition has a lot of pace behind them, and then they like to run in behind defense. So it's more like trying to cover up your defense line so that you don't get people running in behind and then creating chances for them. Okay. But then the downside is that you do not have anybody to support
attack.
Iñaki Williams in terms of pace. You have Andre Dede Ayew, who doesn't have the legs to run. You have Mohamed Kudus, who is not a runner as well. Thomas Partey doesn't run. Salis is a defensive midfielder.
I think just like you said, he has set up to defend. So I don't think he even needs a support for the guy. He set up to defend.
No, but bro, you have to give yourself a chance.
Yes, you have to give yourself a chance. So I was expecting that even with this lineup, probably somebody like Kamaldeen Sulemana start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So probably in place of either Kudus or Ayew.
Somebody who can run with the ball, right?
Somebody who can run with the ball.
Let me ask this question in this context.
Gives you a chance to counter.
Lim,
that would be a lot proper. Unless of course in game, Iñaki Williams swaps positions with Andre Dede Ayew, then probably that would be a lot better.
You know what?
Ayew is a good finisher.
Yes.
Whether we like it or not.
You know, the Portuguese side is going 4-1, 2-1-2. So they have João Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, Daniel Pereira, and Guerrero as the four. They have Ruben Neves sitting in front of the back four. Then they also have Otavio and Bernardo Fernandes, who are playing the middle, the 8 proper. Then number 10 is Bernardo Silva. Then he has Ronaldo and Felix. There's no Leao in the starting 11. Against this...
So I believe there's no Leao in the starting 11 because of Felix, and then because of the diamond formation that he's playing a 4-4-2 diamond formation. That is how Portugal is setting up. I believe that
for me,
if he plays Leao, there will be a lot of drifting to the left, to the right side, and he's not looking to probably drift to the right side a lot. He wants to take control of the midfield. That is why he has Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva all in the midfield, with Ruben Neves anchoring.
Like, we are not giving ourselves a chance. For me, this is what I'm saying. You know, I'll ask a question about the context of Adida Ayew and then Kamaldeen Sulemana and Kudus to Lim. But let me see what we are going this 5-4-1 formation against. Look at the midfield. It looks like the Portuguese are more concentrated about controlling the midfield. Right now, we also have our midfielders. We have Thomas Partey and then Salis Ahmed. But the question is that the space that Ayew has to run towards their number 2, João Cancelo, Ayew cannot run that. He doesn't have the legs. Kudus doesn't have the legs to attack. That means that
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That probably in game, Iñaki Williams will have to swap with Andre Ayew, because Iñaki Williams is also poised on playing from the flanks, and he has the pace to actually do that. So maybe in game that swap will happen. Sometimes this thing is just for formality's sake. It's just probably they put it on paper that okay, this is how I'm setting up. But when you get onto the field, the setup is different. And mind you, I think now this is what I've actually seen, that a lot of the formation that you see on paper is how they're actually going to set up when they are defending.
Okay.
But when they are attacking, the setup is different.
Okay.
When they're attacking, I believe that when they're attacking, it will be like a 4-4-2.
Mostly with these formations, it's just on paper.
Yes, but usually when you're defending in this shape. You are defending in this shape, and this will be probably like the order of the players how they are defending. But when they are attacking, the attack formation or shape is different.
Okay. Charlie, this line now we'll come back from this break. We'll get proper into a line. I want to ask the contest between did he have to start? That was one of the questions people were saying. Ayew should not start. Some say he should start because of his experience and as the captain too. Now he starts, and we all know. What does it take from the team starting Ayew and on the left wing? Like, what does it take from the team, and what chance do we have to actually give ourselves in this match? Because for me, the formation that I'm seeing, I don't think we are giving ourselves a lot of chances. But before we go for break, do you have to say something, Liam? Yeah.
This is what it takes away from the team. It takes away pace.
Okay.
It takes away pace from the team. But then this is also what it adds to the team. It adds quality to the team and preciseness.
Okay.
Ayew is precise.
Ayew is very good. He's very good at that one.
He's precise. He gives us a chance when we go forward, but he doesn't give us a chance when we are trying to defend.
Okay.
It's in that way. And he doesn't have the legs to run. So in terms of pace, he doesn't have it. But in terms of quality, in terms of passing, finding a player, or even having a chance at goal, he has it. So I think under the day, I do not have a problem that he's starting. I would actually have a problem if he's having a subpar game and he plays the full full
length of the game. Yeah.
Now, my problem is even why the manager decided to put Baba Rahman and Andre Ayew on one flank.
That is also another question.
That's crazy, bro.
No, but what's the problem with that? Because they can do quite well. What's the issue with that, Sheriff?
None of them can defend. None of them can defend.
Oh, no, Baba Rahman can defend.
Oh, come on, bro.
Baba Rahman's defensive attributes is not so good. Baba Rahman actually is his attacking attributes that are better than his defensive attributes.
Exactly.
So
yeah, probably Salisu would have to, because Salisu is on the flank, on the left side. So Salisu would have to really work a lot.
So I believe that when we are attacking, Salisu will have to cover that side.
Exactly.
Like the team shifts through the left, like they rotate through the left. So then it's like, okay, Ayew and Baba Rahman push forward, and then Salisu covers that side.
Okay.
So that's like, okay, when in terms of when Portugal have to counter, there's still a lot of bodies behind to be able to stop the counter attack. This is why I believe that the setup is good. But I just thought that maybe certain other players should be in there. But looking at it carefully, you should also allow that, okay, the players can also interchange positions, which will probably bring some fluidity into the way we attack. Although the team is sort of set up to defend, or at least earn a point, if we are clinical enough with any chance that we get, I think we should actually catch Portugal by surprise.
And brilliant. When we come back from this, I want us to look at the compartments. We have 5 back. How good would they be? How good would they be defensively? How can we control the midfield with the 4 we have? And then what chances do we have to score a goal at least in this particular match? We are still on the cubicle. It's still the sports review show. We are previewing the Ghana-Portugal match, and the lineup is out. And for me, it's crazy for me. But Pandas are having their say. They are saying it's right. Let's see. Let's get to continue our discussion after this break. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What up, GH? What's going on? We come your way with the latest filler, and yes, are you looking for the latest news about your favorite celebrity? Who married who and who cheated on who? Here we discuss everything with fun, joy, and comedy. Join myself on Himalayan DJ Coverage and Master of Comedy Alaji Zongo on Wednesday at exactly 8 p.m. live on Ghana Talks Radio.
The matters of love are the matters of the heart.
Is that so? Where do we separate between emotions and reason?
Under the moon say, we pick the most daring of issues surrounding love, relationships, and family lives.
We speak on the topic most people like to keep to themselves.
With our brilliant panelists, we open the discussions into your love life.
So join us this and every Thursday at 8 p.m. live on Ghana Talks Radio.
Be a part of the conversation, enjoy the excitement, and let's find the answers together.
Yeah, so welcome right back here to the Kiboko on Ghana Talks Video. We are previewing the Ghana-Portugal match, and the lineup is out already, and my panelists are having their bits about it. Just on the sidelines, we were discussing why is it that Alidu Seidu is starting ahead of Tariq Lamptey. Lim, you were the one raising that issue. What that surprised about? Yeah.
Okay, so yes, it is a surprise that I'm seeing Alidu Seidu in place of Tariq Lamptey because, I mean, if you look at the lineup, and I'm asking that question because I do not know the qualities of Alidu Seidu.
Okay.
So that is one reason why I'm asking that question. But the other thing is that I have seen the qualities of Tariq Lamptey. And in terms of surging forward and trying to create a chance, I know that Tariq Lamptey gives us like a lot of chance. And you see, like you see, it's like he hasn't given himself or he's not giving us a chance. Maybe my thinking is that Cristiano Ronaldo did the same mistake against, I think was it Germany? Or no, it was against USA, 2014. He mentioned that he put his best players on the bench so that when the Americans got tired, or when they get tired, he brings on
who does that?
And I have a feeling that is the sort of approach that this coach is doing. Now, in this time around, our best players are not the attackers. Our best players are the defenders. So, well, I'm fortunate that he's putting his best players there because all his best players are defenders. In terms of defending, I don't think our team lacks anything in terms of defending. Because we put three of our best
center backs
there. We put two of our good winners in our defensive midfielders. We put two of our good defensive midfielders in front of them. So in terms of defending, I think we do not have a problem. I don't think any of us, or maybe some other people, but I don't think any of us will doubt how good we will probably defend. But you know that you defend for 90 minutes. That is another thing. So in as much as you have a very good defense, you are also hoping that you have a very good attack, so that they also take off some
pressure,
some weight defense. Either than that, no matter how good your defense is, if they keep hitting at you throughout the 90 minutes, trust me, you are going to concede. And once a very good defensive team concedes one or two, then they sort of like, and the mental strength is not up there, they'll just give up, and then it is more goals.
So one of the players that is not here in the first 11 is Jordan Ayew. I don't know whether a lot of Ghanaians will be surprised that Jordan Ayew is not starting.
No, I'm actually happy with that call. I feel like it's a bold decision at this point because honestly, Jordan Ayew hasn't really offered a lot when he's playing. His body language doesn't seem to tell that he wants to offer. It's more like, I have just been selected, so I'm just playing. That is how his body language has.
Let me get to.
I also think that he would come on second half, no doubt about that. But I think that when he comes on, he would have had some instructions on what to do. And as a professional player, I believe that he would want to execute. And especially this at the World Cup stage, I believe that for whatever instructions that he's given, he would like to execute it perfectly. So I think it is a very bold decision to leave him out of the starting lineup, but I also believe that it is for a very proper cause, probably in the second half of the game.
Yeah, I think he can come in to add to Iñaki Williams, then we can go maybe more direct in the attack. But Sheriff, you are a midfielder yourself. What now? The Portuguese are going 4-3-3 actually. We have Ruben Neves, Bruno Fernandes interview playing the middle, three in the middle. Against Thomas Partey, Samed, Salis, Kudus, and Ayew. What chance do you think we have to going for, especially in the midfield compartment? Do we have a chance against these three from the Portugal side?
Well, in terms of pedigree, right, we have no chance. Right, in terms of pedigree, we all know we have no chance. But then football is such a funny game that it depends on how you set up. Sometimes you are able to set up in a way. That is why you don't necessarily man-mark certain players. You set up in a way to prevent them from having a flow. Right? So this is the case whereby Partey and Samed are in there. Then you have Neves, Octavio, and then Bruno Fernandes in their midfield as well. So here is the case. We can decide to crowd the midfield. So when we are going forward, or we are defending, we can decide to crowd the midfield with Kudus and Andre tucking in to support Samed and then Partey. So when we are attacking to Seydou and Baba Rahman could push forward. Then when we are attacking, we could literally have a three-back formation whereby Kudus, Baba Rahman, and then Ali Seydou are the flanks. I've forgotten the name they use for it. They are the left, and then they are the wing backs. They are the wing backs in this particular formation. So just as I said, this is the era of coaches, where coaches literally make you see their handwriting on the pitch. So there's going to be a lot of adjustments, a lot of tactical changes on the pitch. Now, when it happens this way, you know that it's more or less like a game of chess. Now, if your players are disciplined enough to follow your instructions, then you are lucky.
See, something is coming up to me. Do you see Andre Ayew and then Mohamed Kudus playing into the middle instead of playing to the wings, going forward? Because it looks like if we have Thomas Partey and Salis Ahmed sitting at the sixth position, Ayew and Kudus can actually cut into the middle, going like a 5-2-3 kind of formation. Whereas instead of going on the wings and where they don't have pace, they can easily cut into the middle, then feed the striker Iñaki Williams, who can run through the spaces. What do you see them doing that, or you feel like they will use the wings proper?
At this moment, almost everything is possible when it comes to Ayew and Kudus. Probably they will be like our plan in this particular game, because we all know, the kind of form Kudus has been in this season,
and they are both goal scorers.
A lot of goals.
Yes.
They are both goal scorers. So you just get to know that as to whether the day would have the legs to do this particular work, just as Lim pointed out, it's another thing altogether. Because it's a lot of work for those guys. It's a lot of work because they are defending and they are supporting Iñaki Williams up there. You don't expect Samed and then Partey to support Iñaki Williams. So it's definitely Kudus and then Andre who will support Iñaki Williams whenever we have the opportunity to attack. Because I don't think we are really looking for a lot of opportunities to attack with the way we are set up.
I think one thing I can see from this coach's formation is that he's trying to be at least concise, trying to be compact, and then take your chance as they come.
Yeah, be as conservative as you can. Yes, be as conservative as you can. You just try to soak the problem. Literally, what we are going to do is like Conte telling the Chelsea players when he was there, when they were going to play against Manchester City, you have to be willing to suffer without the ball.
Okay.
You have to be willing to suffer without the ball. Tackle. Let them move the ball around, but suffer without the ball.
And when you get the chance,
when you get the ball, you are not necessarily even set up to attack very well.
Yeah. to add to it, the more and more I think about the formation, the setup, the more and more I'm seeing I'm trying to like understand, and I sort of understand why they set up that way.
Okay.
One, Portugal in a diamond formation. This setup doesn't allow their midfield to run rings around our midfield.
Yes.
Because our midfield is compact.
It's compact.
Our midfield, like it's kind of like we have a lot of players in the midfield. So now they do not have the chance to actually run rings around our midfield. Now when we are attacking, it is going to be a 3-back. So when we're attacking, it's going to rather be like a 3-4-3, or let me say it's going to be like a 3-4-2-1. That will mean that Kudus and Andrea,
you go into the attack.
We'll attack him, yeah.
And then Baba Rahman and Ali Dusidu joins into the midfield.
Yes. So Kudus and Andre would be more central, with Iñaki Williams just ahead of them. And then Baba Rahman and then Seydou will just occupy the positions that Andre and Kudus have left in the midfield. So I think in terms of balance, this formation, I think this formation is very good. And I'm saying that again because I think that was a similar style Saudi Arabia deployed to
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina.
Okay.
There was a 5-back setup. But then when they were playing, you could see that everybody was working for the ball. They were not just phasing about. So that is another factor, just like Terry said. If they are willing to work or suffer without the ball, this plan will be a perfect plan to be able to beat Portugal. Because first of all, you have to neutralize the sort of quality that they have. If you give them a chance, they would hurt you. That is it. So the more and more I'm deliberating about it, I'm thinking about more and more I understand.
So this question, I think this question, every Ghanaian has asked him or herself this question. Just wrapping up. We've seen the formation, we've analyzed the defense, the midfield, and actually our attacking chances. What will be the final score line? What will be the final score line? Leave you.
I can't give you I'll give you two score lines, and it's dependent on what it is. So now, if the players work without the ball, if they work hard without the ball, and they sort of stick to the plan, you are going to see a 2-0 or 2-1 for Ghana.
Wow.
Now, if the players do not stick to plan, and when because I also believe that Fernando Santos will also tweak the game while it's ongoing. So if our players and our technical team do not really look at that and also make changes to the size, the shape of the
opponent,
the shape in game, we are going to take at least like 4-0.
Yeah, that one. If you don't work as this particular formation dictates, and we mess, I will take water. But I think we have a chance to go.
So I've given two scorelines. It's like 2-1 and 4-0.
2-1 and 4-0, Charlie. 2-1 for Ghana. If Ghana mess, I will drink water. Sheriff, let me finish with you on this one. We've done the analysis. We've seen what's going to happen. We've seen what's on the paper. What will be your final scoreline for the Portugal and Ghana first Group H World Cup game in Qatar? Starting in a few minutes here.
Well, look at this thing. We have FC Porto, we have Manchester City, PSG, Manchester City.
Stop that, bro. Stop that.
Ronaldo is unemployed.
Just like me.
I wanted to ask that question. What team should we put there for Ronaldo?
He's unemployed.
Ronaldo is unemployed.
Okay, so Ronaldo is Portugal. So we move. He's coming to Chelsea. We will employ him. Don't worry. So this is to say, this is what I just did right now is on paper, right? It's on paper, bro. It's on paper. If any Black Stars player is listening to me, I don't think I can even motivate you, the player, more than you can motivate yourself. I know I'm a player. This is like
they are going to be taking approximately like $100,000. So that's just like a lot of motivation that they should go ahead and
even the occasion itself is glorious. So they have to stand up for themselves.
Chairman, the $100,000. Can you please bring it in CDs for us to understand?
Hey,
is like
Sheriff, give me your final prediction. I want to know your final prediction. Though.
That's crazy money. Well, you know that money can do a lot for somebody. You know, so it doesn't get any better than this. I think the boys will fight and fight hard. That is why we decided to set up that way. So I think coach will tell them. This is what we are supposed to do. Okay. We are supposed to be willing to fight and fight hard. Right? These are guys that... So I think Ghana... I predicted yesterday Ghana is going to win because I'm a Ghanaian and I want everything to go in for Ghana.
Okay.
If on a normal day, you would say Portugal will win with the kind of players they have on paper. But I see this shifting to Ghana's favor with a slim margin, probably a goal. Like it's not going to be a huge.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight game. I can say there's going to be a very tight game.
A very tight game. So probably 1-0. So probably 1-0 in favor of Ghana.
It's either a very tight game or a game that will take it. But as Ghanaians, we believe in our team. I know they are.
1-0 in favor of Ghana. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I think that's possible. What the formation that we have, it looks that we don't want to concede. And then we are trying to take our chances to going forward. So let's see what plays out in a few minutes now, because the match starts at 4 p.m. exactly. And we are live here on Ghana Talks Radio on the cable, and I'm speaking with Lim Joe and Sheriff Matrix, my super sports bandits. Lim Joe says we either take 2-1 against Portugal or 4-0 against Ghana. Sheriff is categorical that 1-0 against Portugal, and I think that we have a chance. We are balanced. We have a balanced team going forward. Let's see how it plays in the field. My name has been Lancer Lawrence. I've been here with DJ Cham holding me down during the production. We've been live on our YouTube and our Facebook at Ghana Talks Radio. And thank you to all those who are watching and all those sending their comments. Thank you so much. Let's go support Ghana Blasters. Bring back the laugh. We hope that at the end of the day, Ghana wins against Portugal. Bye-bye.
We out.
Ecstatic made it.
Yeah, nobody feeling the way I'm feeling tonight. Yeah, and I have the hope that things will be alright. Yeah, so we're feeling irate as we hustle all day.
This is Ghana Talks Radio, the best station rocking the nation. Ghana Talks Radio in a mix.
The best music in the world.